Welcome back to Clarity Convos for Wedding Pros Podcast. I'm your host, Aislinn, and today I have a really fun topic for you guys, and it's going to be rapid fire. I know this is going to be super, super helpful for so many of you out there. Today, we're going to be talking about if your wedding calendar isn't full, this is what you're going to do. I have a lot of clients who they will come to me when they have not been booking in a while, or they haven't really been booking what they've been wanting to book. And these are the things that I tell them that get actual results. And it's so fun to see how quickly things can change. But the first thing that you need to be thinking about is your energy. You need to be thinking about what your intention is and how are your actions matching those intentions. So if your intention is to book, let's just say 5 weddings in the next couple of months, you need to think about the energy behind that. Is there desperation behind it? Are you trying to book 5 weddings because you desperately need the money? Or are you trying to book 5 weddings because your ego says you need 5 more weddings? Or is there an actual reason behind needing 5 weddings to be booked? So that's the very first thing, is just kind of looking at your energy. The next thing you're going to do is a lot more practical. So you're going to update your website portfolio and you're going to take off anything that doesn't speak to your ideal client. And I want you to be ruthless. I see so many people come to me for business intensives or short little containers where we talk about booking weddings, and they will come to me and they'll be like, well, I like this image so much. It means so much to me. And I'm like, well, it means nothing to your ideal client. It doesn't showcase your best work. It doesn't showcase how good you are at doing details. It doesn't showcase anything. It just has sentimental value to you. That should not be on your website. So let's get better at picking the images that are actually going to speak to the type of client that we're attracting. And if your ideal imagery, like the imagery that you're putting on your website, does not match the price that you are putting out, that is also a disconnect. So you need to be looking at that as well. So if you're showcasing really, really gorgeous film, you have a really incredible process for your clients, but your price is $2,000, there's going to be a discrepancy there for your ideal clients. They're not going to know what to do with that. And a confused mind will say no. A confused buyer is going to say no. So you need to make sure that those things match. The next thing you're going to do if your wedding calendar is not completely full is you need to start booking coffee dates and site visits within the next month. So I see a lot of people they just don't keep lists of people that they have connections with, or lists of venues that they have connections with, and they'll just let it die. They just won't reach out to those people very often. And then all of a sudden those go from being hot or warm leads to being cold leads. And I think it's really important to kind of take inventory of who are the people who are referring you. Let's just say it's vendor partners. Who are the people referring you, and how often are you actually the one reaching out, or are they the ones who are having to reach out to you? And can you start to be the connector in those situations? So reaching out, booking coffee dates and site visits within the next month. This is actually something I help my clients with all the time, is actually building out those emails that they send out to people, and then also putting it in your calendar to remind you to actually reach out to these people. If you don't currently have it in your calendar 2 months from now to reach out to XYZ person, I highly recommend that you start doing something like that, so that you don't fall into this trap of, oh, I haven't booked anybody in a while. Okay, it's time for me to go do emails. No, this should be a constant thing that you are doing in your business. It is a money generating activity. There is a reason why you probably haven't booked somebody in a while, and it's very likely that you are letting things fall by the wayside. So the next thing you're going to do if your wedding calendar is not completely booked is you're going to reach out to your vendor referral partners and let them know that you still have dates available. I think there is a lot of ego that goes on in the wedding industry, period. There is just a lot of ego, but there's a lot of people who don't want to have the possibility of getting rejected. So instead of putting themselves out there where they might have the possibility of getting rejected, they just don't. And so if you currently have vendor partners who are good vendor partners who refer people to you, you refer people to them, maybe you do partnerships together, there are things that you do together, reach out to them and let them know that you have dates available for whatever the season is. Maybe it's this fall, maybe it's next year. It doesn't really matter. But if those people don't know that you have spots available, you need to actually go tell them you have spots available. One of the things I love to do with my clients is tell them to reach out to their vendor partners whenever they have updated their pricing. And a lot of times this will actually result in bookings when you reach out and you say, hey, here's my updated pricing. And also I still have dates available. You're one of my favorite vendor partners. I would love to have another wedding together. Let me know if any ideal client comes along that you want to pass along. And finally, you need to check your mindset. This is always a fun one, but also like nobody likes to talk about it. So, mindset work. What would more inquiries actually mean to you? So, I think the thing that you want to be thinking about here is if you are thinking, I want 5 more weddings, what would that actually mean for you? Do you actually have the capacity right now to take on 5 more weddings? And if the instant answer is yes, cool. But if the answer is, well, I think I need to do X, Y, and Z, that right there could be a blocker to you having those people come into your world. So you need to be able to clear these things out. And the second question around mindset is what do you feel like is actually blocking you? If you feel like you don't have a full calendar or you want more weddings to be booked, what do you actually feel like is blocking you right now? Do you feel like it's like a emotional block? Do you feel like it's a capacity block? Do you feel like it's a pricing block? Do you feel like it's somehow like maybe your network, like you need to like upgrade your network somehow? Really asking yourself these questions will help you get a better understanding of what's going on for you and what needs to change for you. And finally, on mindset work, do you believe it's hard to book more clients? Do you believe it's hard to book more clients? Do you feel like right now, in order to book more clients, you have to work really, 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 really hard? Or do you feel like, oh, they're just going to come? They'll be here. Like they're just on their way right now. They just got engaged. It might be a couple more weeks before they reach out. Where is your mindset around booking clients? And if you think it's hard, that's what's going to show up for you. So, really just questioning some of these mindset pieces. If you're not fully booked and that's something that you want is to be more fully booked, there's going to be mindset things that you're going to have to actually work through. I have so many people come to me inside of business intensives trying to fix blocks that are actually mindset blocks, but they have assumed that somehow these are marketing blocks, or they assume somehow that these are pricing blocks. And in reality, it's kind of multiple things. Usually, there's usually multiple gaps going on. But once we fix some of the mindset pieces, that truly does unlock so many things for so many of my clients. If you are someone right now who wants to be fully booked or you want to book more and you feel like your calendar isn't completely full, I highly encourage you to do one of two things. Take the free masterclass that is in the link in the show notes. It's called the Profitable Photographer Masterclass. It's completely free. It'll show you where your blocks are and where your gaps are in your wedding business. That one is the first thing I would say is to go do that. The second thing is you can get into my signature program, Success Accelerator Program, which is meant for wedding professionals who want to optimize their wedding business, who want to master their mindset, and they want to engage with money in a new way. That is an incredible program. It is a 6-month commitment and it is truly, truly life changing. My clients see so many incredible results. We have clients who have their first 14K months. We have clients who have 25K months in there. We have clients who raise their prices from $6,000 to $10,000. We have clients who have been published in Martha Stewart Weddings, Vogue, Style Me Pretty. There's so many other places that they've been published. And when they come to me, that is not where they have been. They have not been published in these places. They've not made a $25,000 month before. They are just like you. They're just like you. They want their business to feel better. They are willing to do the mindset work and they are ready to actually do the strategic work that it takes to have a 6 and multi 6-figure business. They're willing to make their business feel better. So if that is you and you are looking for a coaching space that really balances both the strategy and the mindset, Success Accelerator Program is open and we do have spots available. And I would love to see you apply to be in there. And I think that's everything we have for today. I really told you guys it was going to be rapid fire. I wanted to make sure that these podcast episodes are super potent and also like just really, really helpful for you. So if you've been finding these short podcast episodes really delightful and you want more of them, please let me know some of the topics that you would love to hear. You can send me a DM at Aislinn Eileen Coaching over on Instagram, and I would love to hear from you. All right, my friends, I will see you on the next episode. As always, I hope you have a beautiful day.